Okay, so hello family. I'm going to do this a little differently than the other two people who did this before me, for a couple reasons. One, I am not that coordinated to read and hold a camera and pause it and all those kind of things. I'm the oldest of the bunch, so I forget things easily. And I also need, because I'm old, to wear my glasses to read. So I do like the idea of the daily devotional. I had one before. It was a gift, and it was okay. The problem is, once you read the verse, the explanation of the verse was in, I think, more of a foreign tongue than the verse itself. So I was left more confused than I was understanding anything. So it didn't really work for me. I did read it, but I'll be honest, I kind of just brushed through it. I do like the idea of all of us doing this, because that way, I can get through the Bible 3 times faster, right? But I do like to see what each person takes from it. I am reading the Duck Commander daily devotional. I love Duck Dynasty. Love that show. I've seen all of them. I'm waiting for the new season. I think it's just a wholesome family show. I think they have really good values and morals. But as we watched today on a documentary, the Bible is interpretive. So maybe even how the family of Duck Dynasty relates to the Bible or interprets the Bible is not how I'm going to interpret it, or how Todd's going to interpret it, or Brett's going to interpret it, or anybody's going to interpret it. What I think is totally unique about this situation is that you have one person who was raised with no religion. You have one person, myself, who was raised with Catholicism, which is just crazy religion. And then you have one person who's being raised with Mormon religion. And they're just completely not even on the same spectrum. They're on different playing fields. So I find it interesting that one book can bring us all together. And what's funny about that is that actually on day one, and here go the glasses back on, day one is Psalm 128:1. Blessed are all who fear the Lord, who walk in obedience to him. It goes on to say, you will eat the fruit of your labor, blessings and prosperity will be yours. Basically what that's saying to me is, no matter what walk of life you came from, if it was no religion, if it was Mormon, Catholic, Lutheran, Protestant, whatever, if you all walk with him, you're all walking towards the same thing. You're all walking towards that salvation, that, being saved, that that peace, that tranquility that we all look for and strive for in our lives. So I thought that was really very fitting for day one of a new year, is just follow him, be obedient, basically do what you're supposed to be doing anyway. This just kind of gives you a reason to do it. Day 2 is Romans 1:16. I am not ashamed of the gospel, because it's the power of God for the salvation of everyone who believes, first for the Jew, then for the Gentile. Again, speaking to just all walks of life. It doesn't really matter where you come from. It matters what path you're taking to get to the end. It's not always about the end, it's about that journey. So it doesn't matter if you're a Jew, a Gentile, a Mormon, a Catholic, a whatever. You're all on the same path. So, and you're all going towards that, y'all have that end game in sight, but it's about that journey. And then day 3 was 1 Corinthians 15:20. But Christ has indeed been raised from the dead, the first fruits of those who have fallen asleep. This one kind of confused me a little bit, and I really appreciate in here, as you can see there. The explanations that they give. And I really didn't understand this, but what it explained, and this was by Jace, my favorite of the Duck Dynasty boys, but he said that most of Christ's closest followers died in martyrdom. And actually, Todd's reading a book right now, and he said it's amazing that the people that wouldn't denounce their faith in order to save their lives, if they were held, gun to head and said, are you a believer? Are you a follower of Jesus Christ? And if that person, all they had to do was say no, they'd be let go. But instead they said, yes, I am. They knew what their fate was going to be, but they also knew that they had to speak up for what they believed in. So I'm probably not as eloquent as Brett speaking, or as insightful or relative as Todd speaking, but those are my views on it. And it's just one shot, no cutouts, pretty boring, but that's me. Okay, see you next week.